What's up, everybody? It's Pope from Faygoluvers.net. On the line right now, I got one of the most original and creative artists ever to grace the underground. I'm talking about the one and only Low Key. What's up, Low?
Hey, what's up, Pope? What's going on? Much love to fucking Faygolovers. Thanks for doing the interview and shit.
Thank you, thank you. Our pleasure, actually. Thank you. Well, before we get going on to what you got going on now, I'm pretty curious about the history of Low Key. I mean, we've all been bumping your stuff for years, but nobody really knows anything about Low Key. You know, you're a very secretive kind of guy. Can you shed some light maybe on how you got started and how you got to where you are today?
Basically, like, back in the day when I was like 15, we used to fuck around with like metal and shit. We used to do like the little metal bands and shit around the Philly area. And after a time, dog, I learned like, yo, man, it's real hard to keep like 5 people in check, man. Like, when you have band practice and dudes gotta like, you know, they got shit to do or they can't make practice or whatever the fuck, man. It's like, you know, it got to a point where I was like, fuck that, you know what I mean? Like, I could do my own shit, you know what I mean? So that's why I started getting into hip hop. So I don't need a fucking band, you know what I mean? Spit over beats and shit, you know?
And you don't gotta haul all that equipment around either anymore.
Yeah, right? Yep, just me and the fucking mic. That's all you need, you know. So that's how I got started. That shit. I did that between when I was like 15 and 18, I guess, and then I started doing that. And like when we did the metal bands and shit, like it was mostly like hip hop vocals. So I was already like accustomed to doing that. You know what I mean? So naturally, dog, I just started doing my own shit, and people liked it, so I fucking stuck with it. You know what I mean? And here we are.
You obviously got a lot of wicked shit influence on you know, your current product you're putting out today. Where'd that come from?
Shit, man. The first fucking rap CD I heard was fucking Doggy Style, dog. I heard that shit when it came out. I was too young to fucking buy it, man. I had to get my sister to buy it because it had that parental advisory joint on it. And they used to like be real strict on that shit back in the day. So I had my fucking sister bought me that shit. And like if you listen to the Doggy Style CD, man, like that's like old. If you really listen to it, man, that's some old school wicked shit. A lot of it, you know what I mean? And a lot of the hip hop shit I get from that too, you know. So as I got older, you know, I got more into like ICP and Twisted and Esham, Grave Diggers, all that shit. So it's more predominant now, you know. But originally, Doggy Style, straight up.
So the whole Juggalo thing, how did you get involved in like the gatherings and playing Juggalo shows and that kind of stuff?
To be honest, dog, I just, you know, as a kid, dog, I used to just go to ICP shows and shit, you know what I mean? And when I started rapping, like, making noise in my area and shit, you know, shit just grew, man. And so they fucking recognized it and started asking me to do shit, you know? So that's pretty much how it just naturally kind of happened, you know?
That's cool. Now, you've been to a ton of gatherings. What are your thoughts on the current state of the gathering, and where do you see it going from here?
The fucking gathering is the fucking shit. If you don't fucking go to the gathering, or you never been to the fucking gathering, or you stay home and fucking jerk off instead of going, you're a fucking lame ass. Fucking the gathering is crazy, dude. Like, I fucking love the gathering, man. You know what I mean? I haven't fucking missed a gathering in like 8 years or some shit, man. Like, shit's fucking off the chain.
What was the best gathering ever?
Best gathering was fucking 03, dog.
That was the first Nelson's one,
fucking
right?
hands down, dude. And you know what? I might be a little biased because I was on 20 fucking loaves of X. But I thought that was the best fucking one, man. It was just, the whole family shit was just like, you know, I just like peak, you know what I mean? Everything was just real crazy, dog. And I think that 03 was the first fucking outdoor joint too, man. So that was when it was still kind of new, you know? So I thought 03 was the best, man. But I mean, they're all pretty dope, dog. I like most of the outdoor gatherings are pretty good, you know?
All right, well, now that we got a little low-key history lesson, let's turn around to today. Today's all about Death Before Dishonor. What can you tell us about Death Before Dishonor?
Fucking Death Before Dishonor is me, Tone Z, and Stir Crazy's fucking super group of death. It's fucking fresh, and if you haven't heard it, and fuck you. If you don't know about it, you need to fucking know about it. Hit up infectmusic.com or hit me on MySpace, myspace.com/lowkeyloveryou. And you can peep. Actually, if you go to infectmusic.com, you can peep one of the songs, which is called School of Death. It's like the first track on there. So if y'all like that shit, pick it up. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, man. A lot of it's like rock, like metal beats with me and Tone on it, and Tone's got like that New York style hip hop. I got like the wicked style hip hop, I guess, and it's just real. When you hear it, it's unique. You know what I mean? It's real dope. So check that shit out. Infectmusic.com.
I asked Tone about this before. How did two people from such different parts of the world, geographically and culturally and everything, how do you guys come together and make it work so well?
Well, basically, man, Tone had hit me up through a mutual friend, I guess you could say. We did some tracks and shit, man, and it clicked, man. I don't know how it works. I can't really explain it to you because it is really like two different styles and shit, but I don't know, man. It's just however it works, it fucking sounds good, you know what I mean? Sometimes he'll get down on my level and do wicked shit. Sometimes I get hit down on his level, do that fucking raw hip-hop shit, you know what I mean? And just the whole mixture of it comes out real crazy, man. People like it, so we stuck with it.
What can you tell us about the new video from the album, for the track Underground?
The Underground video, y'all can peep out on my MySpace and shit. We shot that in the Bronx with this film crew and shit. It was real crazy. I was fucking drunk as fuck. And yeah, man, I don't really know what to say. I mean, just watch it, see it for yourself. It's a real dope video. And that's the single off of the album. But yo, you guys can, whoever's listening to this, man, just go to the MySpace and you can watch it on there. Actually, you're probably gonna put that up with the interview and shit, right?
Oh, you know it.
All right, so you guys can watch it right on Faygoluvers and shit, man. You know?
Well,
straight up.
On top of Death Before Dishonor being like your super group, right now, Low-Key, the solo artist, making some big moves with Chameleatic. The response has been awesome amongst everybody everywhere about Chameleatic. What can you tell us about it? Like, where did it come from? And for those people who are stupid enough to still be sleeping on the album, what they should know.
Hey, I was about to say, hey, that was the last interview. No, Chameleatic's like, it's like a more, you know, when I did like the House and the House 2 and all this other shit, man, it's more or less like, you know, a lot of it's storytelling and kind of through a fan's point of view, you know. But this album was like, you know, there was no gimmicks in it. There was nothing extra attached to it. It was just personal shit about my life. And musically, I think it was a lot more complex than most of the shit I've ever put out. And I think people really appreciated that. So I'm going to kind of stick with that style, I think. Maybe carry it over to the wicked shit a little bit, that complexness, you know what I mean?
That's awesome. All right, so I gotta put you on the spot here. Any ideas or plans for the next Low-Key solo album?
There's a couple things in the works. I don't know which one's gonna come out first, man. But
you artists always say that. That's always the answer. There's some things in the works.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, I'll name some shit. You know, I got the House 3 is being worked on over here. Fucking Jackie O'Beast Part 3 is being worked on. I'm working on a little free joint. I haven't put out a free album in like fucking years and shit. So I'm gonna put out a free album. We're working on some new Infect stuff. But yeah, as far as solo shit, man, I would probably say the House 3 is gonna be next. That's what people really want to hear right now. So I think that's where we're headed.
You said House Volume 3 and Jackie Beast Volume 3. For a lot of people out there who are just getting down with Low-Key, is that back catalog stuff like House 1 and 2, is that kind of stuff still available anywhere on the internet or what?
Yeah, I mean, if you hit me up, just holler at me on MySpace if y'all want them CDs. I don't have them up publicly for sale because of some other shit, but if y'all hit me up on MySpace and just say, yo, what's up on the House 1 and 2, man, I'll hook y'all up. Actually, you know what? Anybody that's listening, just say, yo, I heard the interview with Faygoluvers, and I'll give you a fucking discount on the CDs. How about that shit?
Hell yeah, we all like discounts.
Yeah, I'll hook it up.
There you go.
Flashing prices tonight.
It's like a used car commercial.
Yes,
I don't
sir.
care about making money. I just love to sell CDs.
There you go. Yep. So anybody listening, hit me up on MySpace. Say you heard the interview, and I'll hook you up with a fat deal on the House 1 and 2.
Hell yeah.
Do it up.
And for those of you who haven't heard House 1 and 2, you're definitely missing out. There's some underground classics right there. But, alright, so you mentioned, everybody now associates Low-Key with Mission Infect, Death Before Dishonor, Tones, Mission Infect. What's going down over there with the rest of the roster, the websites, all that kind of stuff?
We're on kind of like a hiatus right now. We're building up for phase 2, which is like the next era. You know what I mean? So that shit's gonna be dropping probably around New Year's. We'll have a new website, new albums, new shit. You know what I mean? We got a new logo and shit that we're premiering on New Year's Eve. So you guys can check that shit out. And I mean, otherwise everything's flowing smooth, man. You know?
Cool. Any plans for Chemical Threats, additional phases coming out of that?
Possibly. I don't wanna ruin nothing, but yeah, it's a possibility, a strong one.
Now, what's going on with the rest of the Infect family, guys like Malaria and Bad Luck and Saint Sin and those guys?
Saint Sinner is actually about to drop a new EP I think it's called Gladiator Music. I heard some tracks off of it. They're pretty fucking tight. So you guys can check that out. I think that's actually dropping for free like this week, I think. I'm not totally sure. You guys have to check back, but if you guys hit up infectmusic.com, there'll be all types of updates and shit. So you can keep updated on that shit. And Malaria actually just released his CD, which is called The Vault. And I think if you hit up Infect Music, you can cop that shit too, man.
Nice.
And that shit's fucking dope, man. That shit and Tone's new free CD, man, that's all I've been fucking bumping the past like 3 weeks, man. That shit's off the fucking chain, man.
So it sounds like infectmusic.com is the place to be on the internet. But I know there's a lot more than just than just a store and all that over there. I know there's the Infect chat room. There's all kinds of stuff about Infect militias and that.
Oh yeah, man. If you guys want to go to infectmusic.com, you sign up. It's like MySpace and shit. Like you can upload your own pictures, your own videos, blogs, all that shit. And we have like a music player on there with like 100 fucking free songs. We got a chat room that's always popping off. And basically, you can get your fucking news up there, man. Anything that's popping off, you'll be the first to fucking know about it right there on the fucking site, you know? So hit that up, infectmusic.com, motherfucker.
Speaking of news, can we expect to see Low-Key or even Death Before Dishonor out on the road anytime soon?
Yeah, man. Right now we have a show booked in Reading, PA, which is like upstate PA, on the 28th, I think it is. You can get the details about that. If you're in the PA area, man, definitely come out and kick it and get fucked up with us, man. The info's on my MySpace. But I'm actually, like, for the new year and shit, nobody even knows about this yet, man, but I'm booking a fucking world tour for 2009.
World tour?
I'm going to be a world tour. So I'm going to be hitting up different fucking countries and shit, man. I know you guys got a lot of visitors to your site from like different countries and shit. I'm gonna be hitting up Australia, Germany, I wanna go to that place, that new Dubai or whatever the fuck it is, the man-made fucking islands or whatever the fuck.
That city's crazy.
Yeah, we're talking about going there, just, different places. We haven't booked it yet, but we have the money to actually do this now, so we're gonna go ahead with it.
I said, you gotta make a stop in Amsterdam.
Yeah, man, definitely. I might just go there and just get really fucked up, man. I mean, I might just skip the show. Just go and get really fucking trashed, you know?
That's awesome. But now, is this...
I don't even know if we have fans there. Do we? I mean, I don't even know.
Yeah, they probably don't know if they're fans of yours either over there.
They don't know what the fuck's going on.
Now, you're talking about a tour of this magnitude. Is this going to be like a Mission Infect thing, or who you planning on bringing along with you?
It'll probably just be a low-key tour. I don't really know who's going to be able to roll because of the flight expenses alone, man. I don't know, like, I know for my flight expenses it's going to be like through the fucking roof, so it might just be me. I don't know. We'll see. It would be dope to have everybody go, though, man. To answer your question, that would be dope.
Totally. All right, on to other projects you got going on right now. A couple months ago, Ton of Runners dropped. You tell us a little bit about how you got up on there, about the track that you dropped down for the album.
Yeah, man. That was I think it's called Neck Cutters. That's basically just a juggalo ass track, man. I mean, I've been a juggalo for fucking mad years, you know what I mean? So I kind of put that side of my life into that song, you know what I mean? Threw that up there, and a lot of people fucking liked it. So, yeah, that's the story behind the track, man. I recorded it in Fort Lauderdale. I think it was like 2 days before the fucking deadline. Sent it in, and that was a wrap, you know?
Now,
but yeah, much love to fucking Psychopathic for putting me on that shit, man. I've been getting mad love from the Juggalos about that track, and they just overall just really love that fucking CD, man. It's a classic, so pick that shit up too, guys. If y'all haven't picked that shit up, man, hatchetgear.com, grab it up. It's fucking ill. You won't fucking regret it.
Now, that track's packed full of a ton of the, the best and biggest artists in the underground. Anyone out there you see doing things in the underground you'd like to put in some work with?
Yeah, I mean, I try to network with as many people as I can and shit. I've been meaning to do a track with McNasty for like a long ass time, but we just haven't got around to doing it, I guess. Besides that, Tech 9, that would be dope, to do that shit again. Fucking King Gordy, I thought that would be pretty ill. Fucking, I don't know, man, a lot of people, you know what I mean? I just go with whatever's going on, you know?
Speaking of working with Low Key, for everyone out there listening, how can they get Low Key up on a track?
Fucking show me the money. If you want me on your CD or something, just hit me up. Normally I do verses for like $200, but since we slashing prices tonight and whatnot, just hit me up. Say you heard the Faygoluvers Interview, and we'll do it for $150. How about that? We fucking cutting prices and shit.
Yeah, you hear that? So you better jump on that shit now, because this interview, it'll be up on the main page for a couple of days, and then it's probably going to go to the interview section, so you better jump on that.
Yeah. Hey, let's make it for like a week. That way people ain't hit me up in like 2 years, like, yo, I want that Faygoluvers discount or shit. Like, fuck that. Y'all got, what do you want to do, 2 weeks? How about that? 2 weeks from this interview.
Awesome.
It'll be special fucking limited time prices.
Today's the 10th, so y'all got to just about Thanksgiving, don't forget.
There you go.
So on top of your music, you're pretty well known for doing some really creative, original, off-the-wall kind of graphics. Were you like self-taught, or where'd that come from?
Yeah, man, I never went to school. I actually dropped out in like 9th grade, man. I never really did much in school, just pretty much slept and shit. So all that shit that you see, I learned on my own. I've been doing graphics for like before I even rap, dog. So if y'all want them fucking deals, hit me up. And yeah, man, pretty much all the graphics you see around, I did all that shit. So if y'all like our graphics, holla at me. I work cheap.
Now, so you do like t-shirt design, web design, all that kind of stuff, everything, like CD covers, all that stuff?
Yep.
Awesome. And that's just
I do all that shit, man, because when I started rapping, man, I noticed, man, like the more shit you learn and do on your own, the better off you are. You don't have to rely on nobody, you know what I mean? So like, I try to get my hands in everything from the promotion to the art to the fucking video editing, to the mixing, to everything. That way, the less people you have involved, the less people you have to rely on, the less bullshit you gotta deal with, you know what I mean? So I try to do a lot of that shit on my own,
It's nice to be self-made, you can do everything at your own pace and the way that you want it done,
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, the low-key merch is always dope, the t-shirt designs, all the Infect clothes and everything. Is that, is that all you too? You do all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, man. I do any kind of design you see, pretty much. Awesome. That's all me and shit. So if you see like a t-shirt, any kind of logo, usually, like, I think most of the logos are drill and shit. So most of that shit's me. And, yeah, man, y'all can actually peep out. There's one shirt available right now. which is at my MySpace and shit. It's pretty dope. It's like it's called the Ghostly Loki T-shirt. Y'all can check that out on my MySpace and shit. But yeah, I do like, you know, it's real professional art and shit, but it's also very cheap to work with me and shit. So don't fucking hesitate if y'all need some shit. I'm always down to give a hand, you know. Very
cool. And so the last thing I really got for you, well, I got a couple quick things. One, Infect Radio, is that still going down? When can people tune in? What's going on with that?
Well, we're experiencing some technical difficulties right now, but basically I'm looking for a few fucking ninjas or, you know, soldiers or whatever to fucking run that shit. So if you're listening, I'm looking for some expertise in fucking radio, online, DJing, etc. So if you're down with that, hit me up. There's no pay involved, but, you know, I'd like to get some professional DJs on there, you know? We don't really have time to really fuck with that too much, you know?
Yeah. So, basically just, you know, you gotta have the, you know, the equipment and the skills and a little bit of experience will help, and,
yeah, it can't be none of that bump, like, computer mic fucking bullshit, man. It's gotta sound good, you know what I mean? I like, you know, if we had more time to do it, man, we would do it up real big and shit, but, you know, the most really I can do right now is like maybe like a show every like Friday night, you know what I mean? So we need people during the week to do little shows on the auto DJ and all that shit. So if y'all got expertise in that, hit me up. We're looking for people.
Nice. Alright, well, I won't keep you long. I know, like you said, you're a very busy man. You got big things to take care of. Any last words and anyone you want to say what's up to? Anything that we should be watching out for from Low Key?
Yeah, man. If you haven't picked it up yet, pick up the Death Before Dishonor CD. Chameleon Addicts out. That's my new full-length CD. You can get both of them on my MySpace. We have it for digital download. We got shirts up, posters, all that shit. So cop some merch. Fucking much love to all the juggalos, all the soldiers, anyone affiliated with Mission Effect. Much fucking love, man. I don't have time to go through all the fucking names and shit, man. But y'all know who you are, man. Much love to y'all, to Faygoluvers, and especially to you, motherfucker, because you're one crazy fucking juggalo-ass dude.
I try. But, alright, much love to you too, Loke. Thanks for coming out, and hopefully we'll be speaking to you sooner than later.